I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What? 380!
57. In the face.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
14, find it.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Silver.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Edwards. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Now Holyfield. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
25.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. A carry here for Holyfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Holyfield. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready, 180. 54 miles.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, yellow 80. Yellow 80.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He completes it to Tate. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Edwards. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Here's Edwards. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Move 15. 50
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This is Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Quick, 15.
57 to Mike. And that QB's trash. Let's go.
On first down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Holyfield with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with McCaffrey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the opposite. Play for a loss.
Set. Go 20.
54. Mike 54. You get what I mean?
Look at him.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Green light, 22.
Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here. And give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal. Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9. Wilson. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
What? 280.
Mike 57. Defense wins championships, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stanford. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
315. Left pass.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You better be ready next time.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Stafford. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down,
54. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson looking for the out route, and he's got more. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Check, check. First down, first down, first down. Check.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go with Howard again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Edwards. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Holyfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Let's 57.
Here's Wilson to throw. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Here we go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Set. 250.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.